Okay, we're up to Spirit of the Law. Sif Yud Dalet. Oyrim al Anisim Yeishchai Yom Purim. Oyrim al Anisim b'tefila u'b'birkas hamazon b'yom Yud Dalet daf. One says al Anisim in the davening and in the learning, and in the birkas hamazon on Yud Dalet. But outside of Yerushalayim and other places which are not clearly where one should read on Tesvav, one says only on Yudal, even though Tesvav is very holy and very wonderful, but it's still not what one says, not when one says on Ismail. Ismail is on the Iker day, the main day is Yudal, not Tesvav. Only for us Yerushalayim, Tesvav, the main day.
We see 2 days, right? In Yerushalayim we see both days?
No, some do. L'chayr not. In other words, the question is where is the exact delineation? How do you work it out? The Rebbe doesn't talk about this.
This importance everybody.
Yeah, the question is right. But here, generally speaking, we assume it's one city and it's all under one auspice. The Shlomo Zalman would say if you're in the Yiriyat Yerushalayim, if that's your place, it's called Yerushalayim. From the municipality, it's already called. That's it. Yerushalayim is Yerushalayim. That's what we explain. I always like to say the story. I'll say it again. For on this topic of the name Menachem, I think that when Vice was the Rav of Yerushalayim, he said that a moat should only keep Yud Remote, most people keep 2 days because of the suffix, they're not sure. There's a lot of places like that. If I'm not mistaken, Yerushalayim is the only place today where you only keep this vote, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
That where there are Jews anyway. The only place where people can keep Purim is
Shushan.
It's a Shushan Purim that's here, I think. If I'm not mistaken, we're sure about. So the Pnei Menachem, they told them, what do we do? Rav Weiss, the Rav Yerushalayim says that we should hold only Yud Daled. We're not in Yerushalayim.
Where?
In Ramot.
Yeah.
So he said, I love this. He said, if we were in Yerushalayim, maybe we'd have to listen to the Rav Yerushalayim. He said, but if according to his opinion we're not in Yerushalayim, we can say that like him, and we can, if we're not in Yerushalayim, well, we're going to hold 2 days just because we're not sure. And you don't have a jurisdiction over us clearly because we're not in Yerushalayim according to you. That's what he said. Interesting. It's not a food term, it's a little bit of a joke, but like he held the kitzur that you hold 2 days. A lot of people do. The Shturbach actually does Harnof 2 days.
Well, he held the Lemasa 2 days?
I think so.
Yeah. It was a joke.
I think, no. Shturbach in Harnof holds 2 days.
Shturbach.
He's pretty strong. I think he's short. I think they have the Megillah, so I heard that. I don't know. But he definitely holds 2 days, there's Lekes. But the Pashta that's the Pashta of the Halacha. Okay, so that's the way it goes. We just said, even a place which called Tesvav from the Suffolk, if there was a play, if there was a question whether or not there was from Yeshua, so we're not sure. Therefore, Sfas also, there's a lot of places which is, if I put a mistake, Sfas also, there's a lot of places which is fake, is actually more than one might think. So, he said, then you also say Al Nisim on the 14th. You don't say you don't say Al Nisim and in davening and benching on Tesvav because it might be hefsek. So since even though we have a suffix, we don't just say a bracha just because maybe it's hefsek. You say, well, it can't hurt. Yes, it can. If it's not really Purim, then you're not allowed to say it. You have to be sure before you say it.
But they read the Megillah without the bracha, right? These places they read the Megillah without the bracha.
Right, exactly. Or you doubt the bracha. The first Shar Kavanas said the Rari says clearly so in Shar Kavanas. That one does not say on Tesvav, only in Yerushalayim, or a place when you know. Uperin in Baghdad, min Hagam, Likrois Megillah b'Yudal bracha, or Tesvav Kerno Sabale bracha Klal, like you just said a second ago in Baghdad. There's also questions. So on Yudal they read the bracha, and Tesvav no bracha. They read again, but no bracha. Ubracha Kerno Emrim Oisab L'Shem Machos, and the bracha Kerno they do say without a Shem Machos. Umhagam Likrois b'Tesvav B'Sefer Pashbei B'Molek. On Tesvav they read Amrim B'Molek. But Tam the Ir Baghdad Yesh Basafik in Heitzim Kabas Chami Hodesh Shur Alav. The reason because it's not clear whether or not Baghdad is a place that was surrounded by a wall or not during Yeshua ben Nun's time. Therefore, we read Tesvav also Megillah without a bracha, like many places in Eretz Yisrael. It used to be that the minhag was to say Al Nisim in Tefillah and B'Ksamazim, even at Tesvav in Baghdad. He said his. I don't remember. I think that's his grandfather. It's his grandfather, I believe. His grandfather, I think his grandfather used to. He said he changed things around. But the minig shalom yisrael nisim mishum shashaf six. No, it's a half sim. We'll do it. Mishum also says, well, does not say on nisim on Tesvav if he is in a place which has questionable, which is questionable whether or not he should be reading Megillah on Tesvav. Unless we know, unless it's only Tesvav like Yerushalayim, one doesn't say on this one Tesvav. Fine. What's the Torah after we read the Torah? What's the Torah? When you read, even if you're not sure, so you read, you say already, Baruch, that's what you do every time you're late. So that's not the Torah, it's not a problem. That's why on Nisim we don't say in Baghdad, only on Yudalad. Fine. If one forgot Al Nisim, he means even on Purim, of course, he doesn't go back. Ella to Tefillah, Omer, Achar Kanitzor. But in davening after the Kanitzor, one says, Noit l'chasham, l'keinu, l'keinu, sit on Nisim. This is sort of this, we thank you Hashem, our God and our fathers, for the miracles, etc.
And if you forget, then he doesn't have to start davening again?
No. Al Nisim not. That's how it goes. But one should try to say it at least that. Because it wasn't Yoima Achasim or Brachos. Harachman Yasan Nisim Kishem Shasla was saying by Yomayim Zeh. The merciful one should make for us Nisim like he did for our fathers in those days and in these times. We made much Mordechai and days of Mordechai. So first of all, it's important to know that Al Nisim highlights that Hashem is still making us miracles even now. And that's part of what Purim is all about, and Hanukkah too. That's why we say Purim. Nassim brings in the Shemesh Moshe the same idea that we are able to withstand the difficulties of Golos only in the merit of Hanukkah and Purim. Those are the times there are holidays during what seems to be mundane times. You can go to work on Hanukkah, you can work on Purim. Nobody's going to stop you, and nevertheless, it's such an incredibly high or it's such a wondrous revelation. It just holds on. They will be zoch a little bit to learn about Shachmanas Matos of Yonim. We'll get a little bit more of another few sifim, a little more of a feel of what this life, what's a little bit about. What are we trying to do here? What are we trying to get to? What the surah is about? See. But anyway, that's what Al Nisim is. So nothing spends Al Nisim really highlights the miracles, and every person will have to know that we all have miracles in our life, every day, every minute, every second, like we say, Modim. And all this is this realization that we all have not only in general miracles, like, he says that every day we have these great miracles at all times. Yes, it's very, very beautiful, but in specific, we had certain times where we saw the miracles. And really, it says, Ein Ba'al Neis Ma'akas Nisa, we don't know what miracles Hashem is doing for us at all times. If we had any idea, we would be truly amazed. Truly amazed. This was brought from many Svarim, Hashem Kol Goyim, that the Goyim should thank Hashem, should praise Hashem. He governed the Chastor that he had kindness and he saved us, that the Goyim know that the people trying to get us, and I don't mean specifically non-Jews or Jews, people who would like to end Torah, Chas v'Shalom, to see an end to what they look at as being not progressive, I don't know what, in Torah, they know how much amazing, incredible miracles we have. If you look through history also, we see it's incredible, it's beyond belief how we managed to survive, how the Torah managed to survive all this time through so many barriers from within and from without. So that's the idea of Al Nisim. We have to know, Hashem is doing these incredible miracles. Purim is for every person. Some is Alecha make a Purim Katan, when things are a person his own miracle, it's worked for him. Chayada made one, his house burnt down, and he collapsed, and everyone survived. Miracle, amazingness. And it's not much we have to know. Yes, we have, what we have today is miraculous. We have to, especially, and especially in terms of Emunah, a person who has a connection to Emunah, we have to really appreciate that. He has to really thank Hashem for it. He has to know, yes, I'm very blessed, I'm very fortunate that Hashem's giving me this opportunity to connect to the light of Emunah. Not every person is able to do it. So some people, they just can't get it together. Can't get it together. Today it's just bewildering how much people fall to things that are very, very far from being Jewish, very, very far from being connected to Hashem, very, very distant. It's bewildering, and it's tragic. It's very tragic. Completely loses touch with all Jewishness and Jewishness, and just falls away. So we have to know, every person is to know, if we're Zocher to connect to Hashem and to have a connection to Torah, the connection to mitzvahs, every mitzvah, every good thing, we have no idea. We're completely clueless. We just don't know. We can't fathom the depth of where we're going and how much we have, how lucky we are, how blessed we are. We have to know that's the idea of Purim Hanukkah. Yes, we're blessed against the Greek influence, the influence of forgetting about Emunah, and against the Hamans who want to just kill us. It's okay, we can't convert you, we'll kill you. Neither one works. It doesn't work. Just have to keep connecting to Hashem, keep the Torah, keep staying in that water, like the fish, and we're okay. We'll avoid the nets, we'll be okay. Not to go out of the water, Torah, which is water. Okay, so we're going to continue. Tesla. Chayev kol adam litin shtei matanos l'shnei aniyim. Every person is given at least 2 gifts to 2 poor people at the very least. The person who gives more, be blessed. If you're giving food, it's got to be at least 3 beitzim, which is 45 durim, which is a type of.
Until you have to give tzedakah.
He's talking about 3 grams and something, basically. It's 45 times 3. I don't know, right? 135 grams. So it's not that much. Something, don't give a guy like 3 peanuts and say, here you go, good luck. Another hand up as a, little
not
cans.
100 peanuts is a little bag.
Yeah, no, it's not that much, 135 grams. That's what he's talking about. That's his psak. I think Rabbi Yasha says 50 shekels here in Israel. Like a certain, I don't know, $18. I don't know, when you do the 2 people, give me that, it doesn't matter. Just give a little more, if possible, a little more significant. Something.
50 shekels is a lot.
It's true.
You only have to give here says.
No, it's true. It's true. It's a lot.
3 eggs.
It should be a matana. Matana should be something more significant, more good. With money, you have to pay enough to buy 3 beitzim of bread. Even a poor person who takes mitzvah, he has to give mitzvah yonah. Strange. Why should he give mitzvah yonah? Yes, he gives mitzvah yonah. Interesting. Because the Sefer Torah Lishma.
They skipped the Pri Chodesh.
Says, no, I don't. It's interesting. He says because Sefer Torah Lishma is his book. Even though he writes it in this way, it could be put it out anonymously, but the Kaduri said he's sure, he's like, no, for fact, it definitely is a Shchai. But anyway, it says, it's also his style, actually. Shuchol Evyon, Echol Itin, Evyon Chabero, was a Gam Kain Chol Mishlo Chabero. Like we find in the Gemara that you have 2 people who are very destitute, so what are we going to do? We can't afford to give any stuff. So it's not a problem, just take your meal, give it to your friend, he'll give you his meal, and worked it out. That's the idea. And again, and then there was another friend, and it works out you had 20. So Nassim says amazing things. What are these matas biyonim? What is this idea of giving to a person who's poor? It's very interesting, especially, why does a poor person give to another poor person? Okay, help a poor person. It's not embarrassing. Who knows who gave a gift or not? People, he doesn't have to have witnesses, so what's the deal? I mean, if he doesn't have the money, so fine, so it's not his mitzvah now. He can't, then right of his way, you think you have to have a simcha, you have to have a joy of the holiday. Why in the world should you, so I give if I don't have money? Or why should he give if he doesn't have money? What's the idea? So this is an amazing thing. He says, the poor person on Purim is every person. All of us are poor. All want to be zocha to the connection, the or, the aura of the holy year, this very, very uplifted, very wondrous fear of Hashem, this vital fear of Hashem, realization that we have to take things seriously and we want to really connect to Torah, connect to Hashem. It's not too late, and we can keep going the way we should. We can keep climbing and keep doing what we can. Biluchim above it says, says the same idea, pretty much, that the idea of courage he talks about specifically, and he also talks about specifically the idea of the onish for an avera. He says what happens when a person loses his level, he just can't keep going. When you go back to Daf Yomi after doing X, Y, and Z, come on. Either you're an internet man or you're Daf Yomi. You can't be both. So he says it's not true. Chazal person has to know. The Rebbe gives us the Eitzah. He says no. And there's no. The Gra also actually says the same idea. Even when a person in a fall, he has to keep acting as though nothing happened. It's very hard. It's a lot of humility. It's very difficult. Force yourself to do anyway. Yes, but that's what we have to know. So the Avyonim is all of us. All of us are Avyonim. And that doesn't mean we have every person has to give to his friend no matter what, because there's a different mechanism of Avyonim. He says specifically the Avyonim we're talking about here, the people who don't have money, these people, they represent this idea of spiritualism. Ain't anyone with a das. The person who is nothing, really it's from his understanding, his das, that's what he has nothing for. So these people especially people who are weak, they're the people who need also to get this, the matana, the gift of Purim, the or, the connection to Hashem, this wondrous year that's knowing, oh yeah, don't give up, keep trying, you're going to get it, you're going to make it, Hashem's help, it's a very, very wondrous thing. So we have to know, we're giving these gifts, we're being zochah, we're trying to draw down the light, also the people who are, for the way have less opportunity. So our job, we can't just live for ourselves. That's the author of Kellen says you have to know, it's strange, you see people, they're very close together, they know, would seem they should know each other intimately, and the one person doesn't know what's bothering his friends at all. He couldn't care less. He said, to daven to Hashem, to try to serve Hashem, that he cares about. To mamlich his friend on him, it's brought down this idea, a person who's going to be asked, did you make your friend a king over yourself? Did you care about his needs? Did you care about what his problems are? This is something we really have to work on, especially on Purim. So a person, when he's abdul, when he's needing, when he's missing something, that's where we have to put him in. And in that way, we bring down the aura also to where he is. The person is very needy, he needs help, he needs chizuk, he needs good things. We have to give it to him. We can't just hold him and say, oh, well, I'm okay. Why don't we know? Why don't we take an interest? Why don't we care? He says, it's a pellet. So it's a very strange thing that a person he's careful about his mitzvah between himself and Hashem, and between himself and his fellow man, he somehow just doesn't care. That's not what's important. It's a daven, which is also true. It's important, but I can't forget about thinking about another person. What does he need? What is he going through? This is something which is a very difficult thing achievement, to really care and really think about one's friend. Shesh al Bizocha, the aura of Purim. So we have to Tezayin. Yeah. Chayav Lishlech Kol Al Mechavero Shnei Manos. Every person has to send to his friend 2 manos. Yep. We have to send 2 manos. That is Shnei meaning 2 different types of foods. It says Lishma. Again, his book. His set. Actually, no, it'll be one book. It's a few. You have to put each one in a different vessel. It shouldn't be in one vessel. Alright? Today it's usually wrapped, we don't just shove it in, it's not really mechubed, it's shoved in, it's not, maybe, because on a simple level it's like, what are you giving?